In the quiet valley of Shiyen, there was a man named Daro, known to all for his ceaseless complaints. Each day he would come down to the village square and grumble. "The taxes are too heavy. The neighbors are too loud. My work is endless. My luck is cursed." It did not matter if the day was bright or the harvest plentiful, Daro always found a reason to say that life was too hard, too unfair, too heavy to bear. The villagers grew tired of his endless misery, yet one elder monk from the mountain monastery listened with patience. His name was Master Kaien, a man who spoke little but whose presence carried an inexplicable peace. One morning, when Daro was once again lamenting his fate, Master Kaien quietly approached him. "Daro," the monk said, "if life is too heavy for you, then come with me tomorrow at dawn. I will show you why." Curious and desperate for answers, Daro agreed. The next morning, under the pale sky, the monk handed Daro a large empty basket. "Place this on your back," said Master Kaien. Daro obeyed. They began walking. At every step, the monk bent down, picked up a stone, and placed it in Daro's basket. At first, the stones were small, hardly noticeable. But as they climbed the steep path toward the monastery, the stones grew larger, heavier. Soon the basket pressed hard against Daro's shoulders and his knees trembled. "Master," Daro gasped, "why are you burdening me like this?" Kaien's face remained calm. "I am not burdening you. I am only showing you what you already carry." The words confused Daro, but he had no strength to argue. He struggled onward, the basket growing heavier with every stone. Finally, when they reached a plateau, Daro collapsed to the ground, sweat pouring from his body. He dropped the basket and shouted, "Enough! I cannot carry this mountain any longer." Master Kaien slowly lifted one stone from the basket and held it up to the sunlight. "This stone," he said, "is your anger at the taxes. This one," he lifted another, "is your jealousy of your neighbor. This one, your fear of failure, and this, your resentment of the past. You say life is heavy, but it is not life that burdens you, it is the stones you refuse to let go." Daro stared at the basket. For the first time, he realized he had indeed been carrying these invisible stones all along. Kaien then tipped the basket, and all the stones tumbled out, scattering across the plateau. The monk's eyes softened. "Life itself is light, Daro. The mountain you feel on your shoulders is not real. It is built from the weight you choose to carry in your mind. Each complaint, each grudge, each fear is a stone. Release them, and you will see the mountain was never there." Daro sat in silence, tears streaming down his face. For years he had cursed life for being cruel, never realizing that he was the one loading his own basket. As the wind swept across the plateau, Daro felt something he hadn't felt in years: relief. The burden was gone, not because the world had changed, but because he had finally let go. He bowed deeply before Master Kaien, who simply smiled and turned back toward the mountain path. "And so, my friend, the question now rests with you. How many stones are in your basket? How many complaints, grudges, and fears have you been carrying for years, convincing yourself that life is unbearable? Ask yourself this: is it life that is heavy, or the weight of your own thoughts? Remember, life was never meant to feel like carrying a mountain. The mountain exists only if you keep gathering stones. The wisdom is simple: release what does not serve you, and you will find that life itself is light. If this story opened your eyes, stay until the end of every story on this channel, for each one carries a lesson that can free you from another stone in your basket. Subscribe now so you never miss the teachings that may lift the heaviest burdens you've been carrying for years. And in the comments, share with us: Which stone do you need to release today? Because when you speak it, you begin to let it go. And when you let go, the mountain disappears.